Snake Blocker here. We're at the 25th anniversary. Sifu Alan Goldberg, he basically put on an awesome event. It's tons of martial artists. Like, this is like the biggest event I've seen, and it seems to get bigger every year. But I'm meeting some various friends for the first time, as well as seeing some old friends that I've known for decades. And I want to introduce them, like, just get people's perspective. So we met today.
Yes.
I want you to tell my network, because you guys are more like East Coast, my people are more Midwest. Name, martial arts style, name of the school, some of your lineage, and then kind of give us a perspective on what you saw this weekend at the event so far.
Okay. My name is Tom Gallo. I'm from New York, Long Island. My school is Tactics Martial Arts. We teach Filipino martial arts, Korean martial arts, Kyusho, and this weekend, every year that he has this, amazing martial artists show up, and his workshops, and you learn so much from it. And I come here for the networking, meet other martial artists, see what they're about, and the workshops are great because they're not just for beginners but advanced people, cross styles, so you learn other styles and see what they're about. And it grows. How long have we been here? 10 years, I think, we're coming. And of course, it's the 25th. It's an amazing event. Meet so many people, famous people.
Which workshop did you go to that you attended?
I went to a Filipino martial arts one with Duran Howard and his crew, Kali Silat, and that was a great example of stick and knife and empty hand. That was great. We hit Pellegrini, Grandmaster Pellegrini, Aikido. Where else did we go? There was so many. They were really good.
Yeah, I went to the Cynthia Rockworth one.
I
did a lot of the
hers.
stunt. Yeah, I did Benny the Jet.
Right.
Kickboxing.
Yes.
Bill Wallace kickboxing, and Don Wilson Dragon kickboxing.
Yeah.
That was my first love coming out of Kung Fu.
Yeah.
And so super good workshops. And when people talk about the price, I'm like, dude, the amount of knowledge you get, the amount of wealth of knowledge and just lineage in this room is phenomenal. I would have to literally go to all 50 states and about 20 countries just to meet all the people that were here. And Alan brought it all together here. And like you said, it's a great way to network, a great way to travel and visit other instructors, and kind of, we were talking about that earlier, kind of getting ideas for your own school.
Yes.
And what would you give out there? Like, tell us who you teach. Do you teach all ages? Do you teach all genders? Do you teach more classes for the weapons on the adults, or how do you section everything?
I teach 6 years old up to, I think my oldest is 85 now, 85 years old. And a lot of my adults come from other systems. High level black belts, 5th degrees, 6 degrees. They seem to gravitate more towards the Filipino art because it's a lot different than all the other arts they're studying. Kids love everything. The sticks, the kids just love to hit everything with sticks. But the Korean art is more disciplined for them, and they love it. They love, learning the techniques and the forms. But I think the adults are more into the weapons than anything.
And do you have a website?
I have a website. It's tacticsmartialarts.com.
Nice.
And it has our schedule on there and everything. But getting back to this event, if you think of who you named doing those workshops, right? Who are those people? Where else can you find them to train with them? Even if it's just for an hour.
Yep.
Like you said, you have to travel all over the place. You're never going to get these stars in one place.
And I tell people, I know I spent over $1 million in my lifetime. When you count the seminars, the travel costs, the private lessons, all that. And I tell them, martial arts is one of the few sports that goes all the way to professional levels. And celebrity status and movies and all these big names we mentioned have all done movies as well.
Yes.
But for you to get to see a celebrity, spend time with them going to spend their time telling you about their career would cost you a fortune if they would even do it. If you did private lessons with Michael Jordan, the top pro right in his field, you're going to fork out thousands of dollars. Here, they're willing to give their time. Most of it's just outside for free, just talking and chatting, and very little, on our end as far as cost to be at this event. So I tell people, if you missed out this weekend, you missed out. This is a once in a lifetime because it is the 25th anniversary. Special, rings, special trophies, all that good stuff. What's one good takeaway for the person who's never done martial arts before that you would say, hey, here's something to get you started that will help you in the streets even after one session? What would you recommend they start? Square one, person off the street, no injuries, but just an average Joe that works 8 to 5, 9 to 5.
Here or
Just anywhere in general, yeah.
Okay. Well, any martial art will help you, but you have to research the art. Not every art is for everybody. So you have to research the art, take a few classes of something you're interested in. If it's not for you, go on to another one. But you really have to give it some time. So you can't just quit like after 3 or 4 classes. You give it some time, you see how it is. If you don't like it, you move on. But there's an art for everyone. And every art has some value. So, you don't give up after the first school and say, martial arts isn't for me, I didn't like it. There's something out there. You don't like kicks? There's plenty of arts that don't kick. There's plenty of arts out there.
Well, thanks for your time. Yeah, great insight, and it's great meeting you. Like I said, we're first time meeting, so earlier yesterday, today, and love meeting you, and hopefully next time I'm in the area, I'll check out your studio as well.
Definitely, you're always welcome.
God bless. Thank you.